Well, good early morning, fellow shavers. Welcome to Shaving with Peg Leg at 2 a.m. Excuse me. It's a Thursday morning. Sorry I'm a little late. Had a heck of a night. It was a good night until the end. Anyways, don't forget the affiliate link. Any money made on that for... I'm going to have to cut that off on the 29th because he wants to end it at the end of July, the GoFundMe for Kim Gray. So I'm going to run it until the 29th, and then whatever money's in the affiliate account will go towards a donation to the GoFundMe in you guys' name. Alright, doing a head shave today. It is 2 a.m. I'm just using my leaf because I just want a quickie and get it over with. For soap today, I'm using Cantu. No pre-shave. This stuff is really slick. It just doesn't lather. This is like a clear gel type situation. So I'm just gonna... And I still haven't figured out why this isn't misting anymore and it's doing a stream instead. Actually, I'm going to put a little more on in the back. There we go. Alright. Well, my little disposable. I was going to shave earlier in the day. Alright, this is what happened this afternoon. I was out on the porch watching videos, smoking my pipe, doing nothing, sitting on my ass basically. And every day here in the summer, it'll rain. In the part of Florida I'm at, it'll rain between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. And it could go for 2 minutes or 2 hours. You don't know which. But as I've told you guys before, my dog gets really scared with the thunder. And lately we've been having some boomers in the afternoon. So I was like, okay. I looked up, I noticed it was not dark, but it was, the sun was behind the clouds and the clouds are kind of gray. And I was like, okay, let me take the dog out before it rains in the afternoon, because for 3 hours after it rains, she's no good. She won't come. She won't budge from wherever she's hiding at. She won't come out for at least 3 hours. So I was like, all right, let me get her outside so she doesn't have to hold it. All right. So I get the dog outside. Well, during that, the mailman comes. No problem. He was due to show up anyways. It was around the time that he shows up. So I walk out, I get the dog in, put her in the house because I don't want her on the porch when it rains, because she tries to get behind the dryer to hide behind the dryer in the laundry room. So I was like, okay, I get her in the house. Mailman comes. So I get her in the house. I walk out to the driveway, end of the driveway, to meet the mailman. My mailbox is... If my house is facing the street this way, and there's another house next to me, right? Well, where our property meets, right in the corner there, is where our mailboxes are. And me having 2 bad sockets right now, my stumps are killing me because the sockets are bad. They're, my bone structure, I told you guys, my bone structure has changed. Instead of my bones growing straight down like that, now they don't grow down. They're not pointing down anymore. They're starting to move outward. And it's putting a lot of pressure on them. And they've worn raw and got scabs on them. They've gotten so raw. But I'm supposed to get new sockets coming soon. As a matter of fact, my leg guy is coming tomorrow, and I'm hoping he has them with him. But anyways, back to the story. Alright, I go out, I get the mail from the mailman. My neighbor, two houses up, the one I always go to on Wednesday nights to play, we play all kinds of games, board games, card games, whatever. We sit and talk and shit. We do things. And she's outside. Mailman goes to her. He goes at my end of my street, makes his deliveries. She sees me out there. She's standing at the end of her driveway waiting for him too. And she goes like this to me. I'm like, I don't want to walk up there right now. My legs are killing me. I just wanted to do all this, go in, take my shower, shave my head, post the video, and then have my dinner, and everything will be ready. And I go up to her place about 6:30, 7:30, whatever, and we play some games for a few hours. Be fine. Not at 2:30 in the afternoon. So I'm like, okay. And I'm pointing at my legs. I'm sore. I don't want to yell. It's 2 houses away. And she's like, come here. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I got my walker and I'm hobbling my ass up there. And I was like, what? I was like, my legs are sore. You know they're sore because we've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. I said, what did you want? I was coming up later, so what did you need right away? And she said, I just thought you'd want to start the night early and we could start playing now. And I'm like, I haven't had a shower or anything. I told her, I said, I was just getting ready to go take a shower and shave my head and everything. So she leans in close and goes, you don't stink. I'm like, okay. So we go inside. I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm here already. I'm not making the trip back and having to walk up and then walk home again later. No, all right. She wants to play now. We'll play now. We'll get it done with. And I go home and relax the rest. And I'll shower when I get home. No problem. So we go inside. We play a few games. And she likes to drink her wine. And she does not handle wine very well. And she says, okay, we're done playing for the night, which we were. We'd been just sitting there talking for about an hour. And she said, we're done playing for the night. You can go home because you need to take a shower. And I said, oh, now I stink. Well, you know, I've been sitting on a couch in the air conditioning, so my smell really hasn't changed any since earlier. But now I stink. She says, no, not really. I was like, okay, what's, I said, fine. I said, I'll go in. I do have to take a shower. I'm going to go. She says to me, like I said, she's had some wine, more than a little bit. And she says, I just don't want anybody that hasn't had a shower spending the night with me. I said, okay. I said, I don't know who you're talking about because I've never spent the night with you. And she went off like an Atlas rocket, yelling, cussing, screaming at me that I was a freaking liar, that I spend the night over there all the time. We have one night a week where we play games. That's it. Well, but anyways, but one night a week we get together. Let's put it that way. And I've never spent the night there. For one, I have a dog. And dogs like to go out at all kinds of odd hours. So, I'm leaving. It's hot in here. Anyways, I'm leaving. And what I had over there, I have an old pipe, my first pipe. Sorry, this thing keeps moving on me. It's only about that big. and I have a little leather pouch that I put tobacco in. It is a tobacco pouch, that's what it's meant for. I put tobacco in it, and I leave it over at her place, so in case I forget it when I go over, I've got my pipe, because she smokes cigarettes. Not a lot. We might take 2 smoke breaks during the night. We're doing whatever. We'd have 2 smoke breaks. And I'll go outside, I'll smoke my pipe, she'll have a cigarette. All good. So, I keep that over there, just so I don't have to worry about carting it back and forth. I might forget it or whatnot. And when it gets low on tobacco, I'll bring it home and fill it up and then take it back over to her house. It's just out of convenience. It doesn't take up any space on her table. But anyways, I'm leaving, and she says, don't forget your fucking pipe and your tobacco. Well, as I was leaving, I walked by the table, and I was already pissed. I had already grabbed it and stuffed it in my pocket. I said, I already got it. She goes, so you are leaving? I was like, you're the one that told me to leave, and you were the one just telling me not to forget my pipe and tobacco, and I was just telling you I already have it, and now you're upset because I took it? Gentlemen, if you're with a woman now, if you're married, stay married to her, okay? Just understand something. As they age, they do not get any less crazy. The crazy remains the same or gets worse. It doesn't get any less. And if you're single, stay that way. So anyways, I'm coming home. And she said a couple words to me as I was walking on the street. I wasn't paying attention to her. I'm just like pissed. I just want to get away from this crazy ass. She says a couple words to me and slams her door. Now my other neighbor across the street, he belongs to the, I believe, Smokers Invented Coffee so we could find a way to stay up longer so we could smoke more club. He might be the founding member, because he'll stay out on his porch until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning smoking cigarettes, and he's been out there as late as 4 o'clock at times just smoking. And he chain smokes. He lights one off the other, one after another. He smokes at least 2 packs a day, probably closer to 3. He's a chain smoker. As I'm walking down the street, he goes, hey, trouble in paradise? I looked at him and I was like, probably wherever the hell paradise is, because it sure as hell ain't here. He starts laughing. So I go over to talk to him. I know him. I go over to talk to him. We talk for a half hour, 40 minutes. And he's just like, yep. He says, they're all freaking insane. All of them. Now he's been married 31 years. He's been married 2 years longer than I was married. He's like, yep, and he's still married. And I know his wife too. He says, yep, it doesn't get any better. They stay crazy the whole time. And we were talking, and I was like, I like how they can bring up shit that happened 6, 7 years ago and remember your exact words then, but they don't know where the hell they left their phone or their car keys in the house. And they want you to call my phone because I can't find my phone. But yet, they remember exact words you used 6 years ago in an argument. And he said, buddy, he said, I've had her do that to me from arguments 12 years ago. Yeah, I know. And he started laughing when I told him what happened. He says, I know you're sarcastic. He said, you just couldn't keep your sarcastic self under control, could you? I said, I never can. My sarcasm has no check valve, no filter. It is on free flow at all times. I don't know who you're talking to, but it's not me because I've never spent the night here. He said, you know what you insinuated? I said, know exactly what I insinuated, and I don't give a shit. He said, well, apparently she did. I said, well, that's her problem. She probably shouldn't have said something that wasn't true. I said, you're out here all the time. You see me go home all the time on Wednesday nights. He said, all the time. He said, usually before midnight. I said, yep. This has peppermint in it. And I got the fan blowing right on me, so I can feel it. This thing is driving me absolutely insane tonight, probably because I'm agitated as it is. So it's really pissing me off. Alright, Leaf, you did well. Thank you very much. I needed that. Now I can sleep in peace. He was saying, he says, tomorrow or she'll call you and apologize. I said, no, she won't. She never calls me during the week. The only time she'll call me is on a Wednesday. So he says, she'll call you next week wondering what time you're coming over. And I won't answer the phone because as we were sitting there, I deleted her contact out of my phone, her contact number. No. It's like, and any number I don't recognize when they call me goes straight to voicemail. I'm not using the Allen block. The Leaf never cuts me, never gets that close. I'm just going to use the Witch Hazel, guys. Sorry, it's almost nighty-night time. I want to put this up before I go to bed. Use some kitty litter. Smells wunderbar. My Johnson & Johnson baby lotion, because I got to keep the dome soft. I must have a soft dome. I deal with shit like that. There's no need for that in my life. I just have no patience or need for anything like that anymore. None. Go away. Find yourself another Scrabble partner. Don't need it. All right, gentlemen. A night in the life of the fat guy. Yes. The thing that really gets me about it, though, is she tells me to take my pipe and my tobacco, not to forget it when I'm leaving. And I say, I already got it. And she gets upset because I took it. Oh, anyways, gentlemen, this is a quickie tonight, but I just needed to get a quick head shave in before I head to bed. All right, I appreciate you all being here. Please do not forget that affiliate link. It's going to Kim Gray this month until the 29th. We're running that, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you to all the new subscribers. This is what you get when you sign up to be here. This is the kind of crap you get to hear. So. I do give history lessons and some other stuff too, but tonight, that's just what happened. It's forefront of my mind because it just happened not too long ago. All right, so anyways, thank you all for being here. Done with the babbling fat fool in the camera. You're in the chair next. Thank God somebody else is. And happy shaves out there, guys.